Why would I make somebody else a millionaire if I can make myself a millionaire?
You've gone so far.
I left my corporate job. I'm fully focused in my own business.
What guided you to the moment where you're right now?
I have been an immigrant in different countries.
Why you're here again?
I went through a very difficult situation. I had a car accident 2 years ago now.
Digital Nomads has commitment issues and we are running away from something. My personal opinion, I will share later.
So for me, it's freedom.
Guys, it's a little bit loud. You hear the music on the background because we are right now, obviously, at the Nomad Island Fest.
Party.
And I'm here with a Silvia that I met last year at the Nomad Island Fest. So this is the second time in a row. I'm honored to take interview with you.
Thank you very much.
How you been doing?
I've been doing really well, honestly. And since last year, I've been traveling so much, like non-stop.
Where have you been? What is your favorite places so far of the last year?
Oh my God, for me it's so hard to choose places because I love all of them. But I've been to Thailand, Dubai, Hawaii, Maldives. I've been so many different places. But I want to say that since last year, that when you met me, I've been focusing a lot on meeting with friends and also growing personally. So I've been going to places like this, to festivals, to retreats, and then also having time, like fun time with my friends and so on.
So when you go to events like this, what it gives you? What is your motivation to come? What you're searching here? What is it?
Why am I here again, right?
Why you're here again?
Well, definitely for me, it's like the networking that we do in these type of events. It's amazing. The people that we meet, the talks, there are so many different topics that many times is focusing on business, on wellness, on personal growth. So for me, the way I see it is like working on myself and growing, I would say at a 360 degrees. In all the different areas of my life. So that's why I continue coming and investing time and money, obviously, in coming to events, to retreats. So,
okay, can I ask you something? Isn't it overwhelming? I came to 3 events in a row. I died right after that. I went into my cave and couldn't leave from my cave for 3 weeks. How you do it?
It could be overwhelming, but I think it's crucial maybe to know yourself. Because actually, I'm an introvert. So when I come to these type of events, it takes a lot of energy from me, right? But I manage my energies. Like I make sure that maybe before going into these type of events, I have a good sleep. Maybe 1 week at home where I'm really relaxing. And then I'm like fully energized to be ready to meet all these crazy, incredible people, have energy myself to be able to really enjoy. So I think it's balancing in general energies.
So what has been your favorite event over the last year traveling and places that like stick in your mind, like the best experience ever?
Wow. Again, it's hard for me to choose, but for sure,
give me a top 3.
Top 1, Nomad Island Fest. Nomad Island Fest from last year. Because I have to say, I made some of the best friends last year in the retreat and then Nomad Island Fest. And those are the people that I've been traveling with during the year.
Wow.
So the most impactful, I would say, was Nomad Island Fest. Then I have been to some Mind Valley events. I went to A Fest in Ibiza. And that was like also like impactful. And then last month, actually, I went to the Gladiator Summit in Dubai.
Okay.
So that was also
the same that Michelle as well went.
Yeah, we went together.
Okay.
So that was also kind of different. So that's why I say for me it's so hard to choose because every single event or retreat really focus on different areas. Sometimes it's more about business. Sometimes it can be more focused on wellness areas, energy. And sometimes it's a lot of networking, like pure networking events. So that's why I say balancing those different things, for me, it really works. And I really recommend people to invest more time, like I say, more time and more money into these type of events because you grow. You put yourself out of your comfort zone and you really grow as a person.
So guys, take yourself out of the cave and go to the event, and see you next year in the Nomad Island Fest.
Yes.
Are you going to take give any talks on this event?
I will be actually sharing two different types of talks, I would say. One of them, I'm going to be sharing my story, but it was like a story how I went through a very difficult situation. I had a car accident 2 years ago now.
Yeah, I remember that.
How I deal with the whole healing process, physically, mentally. So one of the talks is going to be focusing on that. And then the other one is going to be focusing on how to generate wealth. So it's more focused also on money mindset, on investing. How do I do investments? How do I live my life? Like investing, being a digital nomad, like all these things. So it's going to be two different topics. But again, I'm so happy to be here again, to be able to inspire other people. That for me, I love doing that. So if we do that, if we inspire people this year, as we did last year, I would be super happy.
I know that you've gone so far. You've gone so far that more than any more people, probably more than people here in the audience. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, you've gone so far from my personal perspective.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that it hasn't been easy.
No, of course not.
And it has been a time when you had nothing yet.
Yeah.
Or you've been probably maybe lost, maybe didn't understand where to go. You've seen many paths in front of you and have to choose, which path you choosing. First, my question is how you make a choice.
Good question.
What guided you in bringing you from that moment when you had nothing to the moment where you're right now?
That's a very good question, actually, because when people ask me this question, I always think that you need to listen to yourself. So yes, I have been in many difficult situations. I have been an immigrant in different countries, trying to grow, trying to learn. But I think that when I see myself that I'm being successful is when I am able to maybe even cry and say, oh my God, I have no idea what to do. I'm super lost. So yeah, it hasn't been easy. I mean, it is never easy, right?
Yeah.
And there are many situations where you are really lost and when you don't know where to go and you are like, oh my God, this is the end. I have to say, I have been through a depression twice in my life. So those moments that are super dark, that you don't see where to go, you need to really take a step back, try to align your vision, your values, your heart, and see. And I always say that life throws at you opportunities. So when you are really sometimes trying to listen to your heart, life is going to come. Life is going to throw at you different opportunities. So sometimes you need to listen to that. Instead of listening to just people, because people in society are always going to tell you, you should do this, you should do that. You need to listen to yourself. That's I always say, my biggest advice I can give to people is listen to yourself. But then also work with coach, work with a mentor, work with people that are able to also bring you different perspective, take you out of your comfort zone, in your thought process. And that's how I think you go and find your way.
You've been working yourself with the coach, Silvia, and that helped you to overcome challenges that you had. Of course.
Even last year when we met, you were referring, I was coming from a depression because of the car accident. Then my whole body was completely shaken. And then I went into a burnout. I needed to work with psychiatrists, with psychologists, with a coach, with friends, obviously, but you need to work with professionals sometimes when you see yourself that you are stuck.
Yes.
You know what? I don't see it. I don't feel it. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go to these type of events. Sometimes helping with a mentor, working with a coach, it's so crucial.
It is.
Because then, for example, last year I was working just for 3 months. It was only 3 months. I was able to really snap out of it through new retreat that I wanted to do it. At some point, I did it. I left my corporate job. Remember last year I was working in corporate. I left my corporate job. I'm fully focused in my own business. I've been traveling. So it's like that. It's working with good professionals.
Well, welcome back to a new level and overcoming many things over the last year.
Yeah, thank you.
Many people telling me like I'm a digital nomad for 10 years. I've been hearing all the time that digital nomads has commitment issues and we are running away from something.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, I will share later, but I'm asking your personal opinion about that because you probably heard it as well many times.
Of course, we always hear that, but I have to disagree with that because I always say, I've been a digital nomad now for more than 10 years. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think digital nomads choose to live that lifestyle because of the freedom. So it's not about not being able to commit to something. It's being able to have the freedom to choose different opportunities. Yeah. The opportunities that life throws at you. So you are able to choose that. And I think digital nomads put like the first priority is having freedom of time, many times financial freedom also, location independence. For me, there is no price you can put on those things. So that's why I don't agree with you're afraid to commit. Maybe we just take the opportunities that life throws at us and we don't live life just the way people think we should live, the way society imposes on you, on these ideas that you should just stay in one place. So for me, it's freedom.
Thank you. Is there anything else you would like to add from yourself, from your experience to new entrepreneurs, for people who maybe got stuck being at their cave at home and not knowing how to get themselves out of there? Anything?
I would have to say that my best advice here is follow your heart. And I know it sounds so easy, but it really is complicated to listen to your heart.
It is.
Because when you listen to your heart, you're manifesting. You are really aligned. You are aligning everything. And then, like I was saying, life comes back to you. And when you're feeling stuck, work with professionals. Work with people. Don't lock yourself and say, oh, my problem is just that. Work with a coach, with a mentor. Talk to friends. For me, honestly, that's the best advice because sometimes we don't see options, but it's because we're just looking this way. Mm-hmm. So when you work with other people, you really can look like 360 and life changes.
Can I ask you in a short, just to remind what you do and maybe how your business has evolved from the beginning until you are right now. You had a job, you left it behind, but you have a business. Maybe it hasn't been the business all year long, like maybe where you start and short your path where you are right now.
Perfect. So right now I am the CEO and founder of my own company, which is called AlandaLux.com. And it is a company based on two things. We invest in buying real estate, and then we use that real estate asset to dedicate for vacation rental, luxury vacation rental. How did I start this? Honestly, I think I started not even thinking about it. When I was studying in the US, I started renting my rooms to make money, like easy money. When I was living always as a digital nomad, every time I was traveling somewhere else, I would rent it. And then I think that it became like, I was able to see, hey, you know what? You can make good money out of it. So I was ready to take it to the next level and start investing, buying things. So again, sometimes what I have right now is not exactly what I thought, but I'm following like my heart. I like to travel. I like to host people. So for me, it just made sense, right? And then on the business side, when you see that you can really make money and you can really make good money out of this, it's a no-brainer.
Yes.
So for so many years, I was also doing in parallel. I was working in corporate and I was buying houses. But it came to a point where for me, it's like, why would I make somebody else a millionaire if I can make myself a millionaire? So it comes to a point where you really need to decide, okay, now it's enough. I need to focus just fully on my company. So that's how I did it. And now I'm here, like fully focused on my own company, fully focused on traveling. But most important, I have to say, fully focused on balancing my health, my wellness, and then my money, of course, and my freedom. But it's about balancing everything in life, I would say.
Thank you so much. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
With coming where you are right now. And I wish you to take a glass of champagne.
Yes.
And actually celebrate.
We
Because
will.
it's worth to be celebrated.
We will.
And this is a present for me.
Oh my God.
A year ago, it hasn't been exist yet.
I know.
And now, I even almost have done ready for the second one, but this is the first baby.
Oh my God, this is so good. This is a full project. So last year, it was an idea. We didn't have this physically. Look at this now. I really love it. Look, Nomad Island Fest. So good. Really, congratulations.
Thank you.
Because I know how hard it is to have these type of projects. And I'm so happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.